Greetings to you, dear partners, investors, and viewers of our channel. Today's video is dedicated to the launch of our public portfolio. Today, we will make our first purchases and, of course, share this with you. So, we won't drag this out for long. Let's get started right now. Today's video is dedicated to the topic of the public portfolio. How, starting from $100 and investing every week, we plan to reach the mark of $100,000 within 1 year. Or perhaps it will happen even sooner. We do everything publicly, showing what we buy and why we buy it. And of course, we record these transactions openly for you. This is a public portfolio and it does not constitute any recommendations whatsoever. You should by no means copy our actions. This is quite a risky portfolio and it is an investment. Investments, of course, are associated with risk. That is why we do not recommend repeating these actions after us. For the first time, on behalf of the RWB Group Investment Fund, we have decided to carry out such public work with a portfolio. And this portfolio, I repeat, will be quite risky. But we believe that this is a great time to create this portfolio. The first video that we have already released on YouTube was about registering on the BingX exchange. It is with this exchange that we will be working. The link is provided below, and of course, you are welcome to use our promo code for bonuses. You will have reduced fees when using our link. Let me remind you that the RWB Group Investment Fund has been on the market since 2016. For those who may not know me, my name is Evgeny Truperko, and I am the founder of the RWB Group Investment Fund. I've been in the cryptocurrency market since 2016, and I bought my first bitcoins for as little as $450, $600, and $800. It all started back then. And then, gradually, as I began to build up a solid capital, it all grew into an investment fund. And today, the RWB Group Investment Fund under this name has been operating since 2020. We multiply coins like Ethereum, Bitcoin, BNB, and there are assets with returns of approximately 3 to 8% per month. If you need more details, there's a bot in the description. But today, we are finally starting to run our public portfolio. I am very pleased to move on to buying our coins. So, the first coin in our portfolio that I would like to purchase is Polkadot. This is one of the key projects in Web3. We all know very well that Web 3.0 is developing very actively right now, and I think that the current market phase we are experiencing, the new wave that is coming very, very soon, will go deeply in the direction of Web 3.0. That's why I'm also looking at Polkadot from a technical perspective, and I like that it's currently at its lowest levels. In addition, I see that technically it is already quite oversold. And right now, our RSI on the monthly time frame is crossing above this purple line. This purple line is crossing the green line from below upwards. And for me, this is a bullish signal. That's why today I'm buying Polkadot on the exchange. Here, in the cryptocurrency search, we type DOT and click on trade. We can see that we don't have any available funds yet. There are no available funds because last time we made a purchase through P2P. And most likely, we now need to transfer our 100 USDT to the spot account. We click on transfer, select the fund account and choose the destination. We select the spot account. We select the USDT coin, enter the amount, and transfer all 100 USDT. Click confirm. Now we already have coins in the spot account. And we buy this token with the first $10. This gives us about 2.26 Polkadot. There are different types of orders here. There are market orders and limit orders. We choose a limit order, but we can also use a market order. In any case, the fees here are quite low. On BingX you can buy anyway, and since the amount is small, the fees will also be small. We can see here in the order book that the token is priced at 4.417, so we take it for $10. The price might go up to 4.419, but it will buy at the market price anyway. We click buy dot, then click continue, and the purchase is made. We see that our balance now has 90 USDT left. We go to the order history, select limit order since we bought with a limit order to see the exact amount. Yes, we bought for, let's say, 10 USDT and got 2.26 DOT. Now we go to the table, write .e to record it, the amount. We bought tokens for 10 USDT and got 2.26. Everything is recorded and we move on to buying the next asset. The next asset I want to buy is called Solana. Solana is one of the fastest and most scalable blockchains in the entire cryptocurrency market. Solana has become the #1 blockchain for meme coins, NFTs, and next-generation DeFi. And the Solana ecosystem keeps growing even during market corrections. After a rather strong growth cycle, Solana has held its position. And of course, it continues to develop its infrastructure. They're even releasing phones now. But I'm just joking about that. In reality, Solana is a very strong project. It has great potential. I look at it both from a technology perspective, and I also look at it from the perspective of technical analysis. From a technical analysis standpoint, Solana really appeals to me. I see that on the monthly time frame, we already have a breakout here, and our purple line is crossing above the green one. Well, that's on my charts anyway. And we can see that Solana is making a strong move to update its all-time high. I expect Solana to break above $380 and possibly go up to $1,000 or even $1,200. And after that, we'll see. That's why Solana is looking at the solid 5 times. If the market continues to show bullish sentiment, it can easily keep going and look strong. So, in case of any dips, we'll be adding more Solana to the portfolio. Alright, now we move on to the exchange search. Instead of Polkadot, we type in Solana. Actually, we already have it here, but we can also type in SOL, and we select SOL USDT. The price is 234.78 for 1 Solana. I'll enter 35 here, and we'll buy Solana as well. For $10, we click Continue, and Solana has been successfully purchased. It's also displayed here in our list of limit orders. We got 0.042 Solana. We write here, Solana, purchase price 986, and the amount we got is 0.042 Solana. Now, let's move on to the next asset. The next asset I'd like to buy is the TON coin. We all know very well that TON is a token of the Telegram messenger. We all know who Pavel Durov is and the kinds of projects he creates. TON is an ecosystem built on the basis of Telegram, and it's fully integrated into this messenger. Wallets, payment systems, mini apps, bots, NFC, and even meme tokens. The project has hundreds of millions of potential users, and that's exactly what makes TON unique. I'm betting on its potential for mass adoption of cryptocurrency in the real world. And of course, I'd like to take a look at TON from a technical perspective. Let's check out the chart. I also really like TON from a technical standpoint because we saw a significant growth followed by a deep correction. And now, basically, TON is holding at good levels, around $2.50 to $3. And I'm happy to buy it at these prices. Here, we type in TON, select TON USDT, and enter the amount, 10 USDT. Let's just buy it at market price. Order history. Market order. We can see that we have TON for $10 were spent with the minimum commission on the BingX exchange, which is really cool, and our purchase price ended up being 2.853. Here, we enter the TON coin, specify the amount, 10 USDT, and we enter the quantity, 3.505. Next, the token I'd like to buy is called Optimism. Optimism is one of the leading Layer 2 tokens for the Ethereum blockchain, making transactions faster and cheaper. Major projects are already running on it, such as the Coinbase exchange, Uniswap, and dozens of other projects. Optimism is actively developing thanks to the support of Ethereum itself. I'm taking it as a bet on Ethereum's scaling and the development of the DeFi sector. And of course, on top of that, I really like Optimism from a technical standpoint as well. I see good growth potential in it. The chart shows me that it's at very good levels right now. So, let's move on. We enter OP on the exchange. We also buy at market order for 10 USDT, click buy, and then check the order history. We've bought Optimism for 10 USDT. We go back to the table and write OP. The amount is 10 USDT and we enter the quantity as 13. Another token I would like to add to our public portfolio is the STARK token, StarkNet. This is also a Layer 2 solution based on Ethereum, which allows for scaling transactions and reducing fees. The token serves a wide range of purposes. It is needed to pay network transaction fees. It can also be used for staking. StarkNet is one of the most promising Layer 2 projects with a huge team working on it. New applications are emerging and there is a lot of activity. If the network gains momentum, STARK will skyrocket. They have a very well thought out token distribution. And right now, I see a technically very good entry point. Let's move on to looking at the chart. And we can see that there was quite a significant drop. The token isn't exactly brand new. Well, it's a little over a year old, about a year and a half. And here, you can basically see technically that it has found its bottom. We see increased volumes here, as well as a trend break. And on the monthly time frame, we see 3 months of strong accumulation. And of course, there's also an additional trend break. We see good candles here, which indicate strong further growth. So we move on to the exchange. We type STRK, the abbreviation is correct. It says StarkNet token, so everything is correct. I would like to buy this token for 20 USDT. We click to buy at market price, and here is our order history. The Starka purchase is there. We move on and record it. We bought 117.09 for 20 USDT. We still have 40 USDT left in the balance. And I would like to use all these funds to buy Ethereum. Everything related to Ethereum I've been talking about in our weekly reviews for quite a long time now. And Ethereum. It has good growth potential, and I believe it should be in our portfolio and take up a lion's share of it, at least in these particular trades. That's why I would like to buy Ethereum at the current prices. And with a market order, we are buying for 40 USDT. Click buy. Let's check, do we have Ethereum? Yes, it's been purchased. Now let's move on and record it. The amount is 40 USDT, 15.0.2086 Ethereum. Personally, to me, Ethereum looks technically very, very strong. That's why I would like to transfer this Ethereum. Go to Assets, select Spot Account, click Transfer, choose the coin, ETH in our case, select the amount as all, and then choose the destination. We are transferring it to the Perpetual Futures account M. Click All, then Confirm, and it's done. It's ready. Hover over Futures, select Perpetual Futures Contracts M, choose Isolated Margin, click Apply, set Leverage to ×1, and here also select Leverage ×1. Click Apply, select Market Order, click 100%, and open a long position. We have an open long position on Ethereum with a liquidation price of approximately 2,341. And if necessary, we will either add to the position to strengthen it or add margin to it and move the liquidation point. But overall, my plan for Ethereum is to keep accumulating at least up to $10,000 or possibly even $15,000. And while Ethereum continues to grow, as we expect and see technically, not only will we benefit from Ethereum's rise, but we will also gradually try to increase our Ethereum holdings together. Friends, that's it for today's purchases. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and leave your comment. And thank you for your attention. See you in the next episodes. Bye.